Music is powerful.
Dit is iets wat jou siel vul, dis iets wat jou kan rustig maak, opgewonde maak, hartseer maak en dis wonderlik om deel te wees daarvan.
Watching the Stellenbosch University Choir sing, it's an out-of-body experience. It's the closest thing that I can attribute to heavenly. Yo, it's too powerful.
Andre van der Merwe is absoluut fenomenaal, soos baie van die vorige dirigente was. Ek dink vandag is hulle meer as net die beste koor in die land. Hulle is definitief een van die beste kore in die wêreld.
According to the intercultural ratings, we are number 1 in the world. At the moment, I'm super nervous. I'm hopeful that the amount of hours that we practice is going to pay off. This is not the first time we've been in this situation. So there's some choir members that have sang in hectic competitions before. I think everyone is getting into the zone at the moment, getting to their quiet time. It's like a soccer team.
Today is the last day of the Stellenbosch and Altyd. I'm excited to share with you that we also have been already qualified to participate in the finale tonight for the title of Choir of the World. So this quiet bus is part of the vocal rest before the magic hopefully will happen.
Squash your face. Open your face.
Andre, usually he's super calm. At practice, maybe he'll be like slightly nervous because we're not hitting the right notes.
It doesn't have any character. It's just perfect. Bores the hell out of me.
But on stage, you just look at him and he's there. He lifts everyone up. He's our backbone. Tonight will be the defining factor of whether we will be choir of the world or not. And that's a big deal.
All the choirs are fantastic. Isn't that a privilege?
And if we can be choir of the world, I mean, yeah, there's no greater feat. Yeah, sure.
My grandfather, Philip McLachlan, was one of the first conductors of the University Choir of Stellenbosch, and he was seen as the father of choir music in South Africa for a very long time. We are at Noordwal 11, opposite the house where my grandfather and grandmother lived for many years. My mother grew up in this house as well. When I was a child, there used to be always music in this front part of the house. That was the living room. And many, many times we listened to the music of one of the choirs that he conducted. Ja, dit is absoluut soos mense hom geken het. Op sy fiets, oral op campus. Dis my ouma Helen. Sy het vir jare in die koor gesing. These are all choir marriages. Dis my pa, Niconel, ouma en oupa, and that's my mom. En dit is seker een van die bekendste gesigte van Philip McLachlan. Dit is soos mense hom onthou as dirigent en besig om vir die koor te wys hoe vorm jy jou mond vir daai spesifieke klank. So he would show you in a mirror what you look like when you sing, so that he ensured that you made the sound that he wanted you to make. Twee dirigente wat na hom oorgeneem het, was albei koorlede wat gehelp het om daai dissipline en die behoefte daaraan om so uitstekend te wees. Want dit is maklik om daai tradisie oor te dra as jy deel was daarvan.
I'm still a bit, I have to pinch myself. This morning we sang in the mixed choirs category and we won it. And this afternoon we even won the open category, which was an amazing category of 17 choirs from all over the world competing. And each choir did their own thing. Into your nose. And sigh out. We are in the City Hall of Stellenbosch, getting ready for the Choir of the World competition. You must get more calm in your bodies. You're all over the place, I don't blame you. You must now become strong. So just allow your energy to last for the next half an hour. The adrenaline and the event will give you that energy. So when we walk back, we have to be nimble. They actually wanted us backstage now. What does the first note do? It shatters oblivion. It creates light. And doesn't this world need it?
This feels like Grey's Anatomy.
Alex is a brother, a friend, soulmate. We are basically one. I cannot express words to describe what this man means to me. Honestly. I was born in a township called Langa. At the age of 4 years, we moved to Mitchell's Plain. It's a community whereby it has pros and cons. So I think I had a good upbringing, but I was exposed to crime, drugs, and violence. The hardest part of growing up was quickly realizing when I went to Wêreldbekende Boys High School at the age of 9 years that there was a marked difference between us coming from the township and people living in the suburbs. I would go to school, I would see this beautiful life, libraries, computers, access to information, and then go back home and see gangsterism, violence, poverty. I was constantly reminded that, hey, there's stuff happening back home. In grade 11, I applied to 4 universities. Stellenbosch University was the first one to accept me for medicine, and I didn't care what the rest said. My father also studied medicine, my mother as well. At a young age, I was exposed to the stethoscope. I quickly grew into the field, and here I am.
Wel, dit was vir my 'n maklike keuse om Stellenbosch te kom. Ek het nie regtig iets anders oorweeg nie, omdat ek in die koor wou sing, ja. My eerste herinnering aan die kooroefening sal ek in my lewe nooit vergeet nie. Akama Fik was toe die dirigent. Hulle het net teruggekom van 'n baie suksesvolle Europese toer. Sy was die eerste vroue dirigent vir die koor. En sy het die vleuelklavier toegemaak, op die naad van haar rug, op die vleuelklavier gaan lê, haar blouse opgetrek sodat ons haar maag kon sien, sodat sy vir ons kon verduidelik hoe haal jy met jou diafragma asem. En vir ons, ek was 'n eerstejaars student, dit was 'n skrikwekkende ervaring, want hier klim die dirigent op die klavier en sy verduidelik vir jou om asem te haal.
The audition was very nerve-wracking. I was nervous. After the first line, Andre smiled. And I didn't know whether there was a good smile, as in like, I'm doing well, or he's laughing at me. But I soon realized that, yeah, he liked my voice.
Please take your seats immediately. We'll be starting 7:30.
At the moment, we are at the point, the pinnacle, which is called Choir of the World, where the choirs are hand-selected, and now we are about to sing. So, yeah.
So die koor was van al die jare af 'n manier om 'n span te vorm en deel te wees van 'n groep waar jy een doel voor oë het, maar jy kom uit totaal verskillende wêrelde en agtergronde.
Good luck, guys. Go for it.
I have watched some of the choirs that have performed, and the music is out of this world. It will be tough to top what they've done.
Please give a very warm welcome from South Africa, the Stellenbosch University Choir, and their conductor is Andre van der Merwe.
She
Oh, it went superb. In my opinion, I think that was my best performance yet.
That was amazing. Andre, come here. It's a very special message here from Christopher Tin on Twitter, the composer of Babietu. Just saw the Stellenbosch University Choir from South Africa compete in Llangollen. Fantastic performance, fantastic arrangement.
Wow.
And that's from Christopher Tin.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
What we did was our best. So whatever really happens, definitely the choir that wins deserves to win because we put our hearts out there.
I am proud. I don't care about a result because my team represented Matie land and South Africa. What more can you ask?
And finally, winning the Pavarotti Trophy as Choir of the World 2018, Koor Byd 2018.
The winner is, ο νικητής είναι, Erenidi Eo, National University of Singapore Choir, from Singapore. Congratulations.
We shared our hearts and that's what counts, eh? Singapore, Shem. They did it. They deserve it. They deserve it.
I am proud, I am overwhelmed and I'm grateful. The team did their best and in the end, music won.
Andre van der Merwe won the Conductor's Prize. So come on, Stellenbosch, up you come. Come on.
The role of choral music in South Africa is so pivotal in bringing cultures together that we learn from one another. And through the art of singing works also with language. If we speak one another's languages, whether it be through singing or the actual language, we come closer, we understand more, and hopefully that will build humanity.
Ek is trots daarop om Matie te wees. Dit is vir my baie lekker om te weet dat die Universiteit van Stellenbosch moeite doen om by te bly met dit wat in ons land en in ons wêreld van ons verwag word. Dit is lekker om te weet jy is deel daarvan.
Being a Matie is acknowledging other people, respecting others, and working for the greater good of mankind.